Thank you so much for those great tips. Right now we're going to be talking about a wonderful art sale that's going to be happening. It's actually West Carleton Arts Society that's putting on this show. It's happening October 11th to 13th. And here to tell us all about it is Brenda Beattie. She is actually the membership chair.
Come on over here, Brenda. Don't be shy. She's trying to get away from us already.
Trying to escape. I think it's
How you
our
doing?
cheese breath, isn't it?
It could be our cheese breath. We apologize. We just had some
I wish I had
cheese.
wine and cheese.
Well, we'll get to some afterwards. But you know what? Thank you so much for joining us today. You have the West Carleton Art Society Expressions of Arts Fall Show and Sale happening very, very shortly. And it's a great opportunity to really see the different artists from that region. Can you tell us a little bit about what happens during the show?
Well, it's a 3-day show. It opens Friday night at 7 o'clock. We have a vernissage opened by our mayor and our councillor, Eli Alshantiri. We have Spencer Scarf as our musician.
Excellent.
And free refreshments, free parking, and free entrance into the show. It's on Saturday and Sunday as well. On Saturday, it's from 8 till 4, and on Sunday, it's 10 till 5.
Fantastic. What about that area for artists? Obviously, if you're putting on something like this, it must be a pretty incredible arts community. Can you describe the arts community of West Carleton?
Our arts community takes up quite a big space. It
Right.
goes from Arnprior all the way to Ottawa.
Oh, really? Okay.
And we've got all kinds of different artists. There's 34 artists in the show this weekend, but we have more than 100 members.
Wow.
We have photographers, painters, weavers, potters, just about every kind of artists. Our show this weekend, though, is a fine art sale, mostly
Okay.
paintings, primarily paintings.
Is it a juried show?
Yes, it
This
is
one?
a
Okay.
juried show. There's
And you brought in some examples, actually, of the art. And we wanted to get to some of the pieces. Actually, this one really spoke to me. I love food.
We do love food on this show,
Tell us
as
a
you can
little
see
bit
by the
about
last
this one.
segment.
This painting is done by Janice Johnston. She's our secretary at the moment. I love this painting. It's hilarious. Janice loves apples, and she wanted to paint an apple.
Right.
So she was going to do a whole painting of apples, and she painted one apple, and she thought, after painting it, it looks so good, I'll just have a bite.
So it's in different stages of being eaten.
Kind of the demise of the apple.
That's right. And at the end, she said, that was a good apple. And that's the name of the painting.
What about this one here?
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece. Tell us about this one, Brenda.
That's a painting I did in my art residency program that I went to in Ivavik National Park in the Yukon Territories, up by the Arctic Ocean. This is an Arctic poppy,
Okay.
and they're amazing. The wildflowers up there grow right in the rock.
Right.
And this is what the territory looks like up there. It's like being on the moon. There's mountains and hardly any trees.
Right. Well, you know, and it's not all snow covered all the time, which
No,
is what
it
people
isn't.
usually assume.
That's right.
So tell us a little bit about that. You alluded to the fact that you were actually the artist in residence for the Canadian National Parks, but that is so much more than just a title. It's an actual experience. How did you get to be one of the residents?
Well, I applied for it. There was it was a jury. You'd have to answer a bunch of questions and
Okay.
get interviewed and send your art images and your background. And miraculously, I got chosen, and I lived and hiked in that park for 2 weeks with 3 other Canadian artists and 2 Inuit artists and 2 Parks Canada guides. We lived in little survival tents, so that part was a little hard, crawling in and out because they were waist high.
Right. But what a
And,
great experience.
It was amazing. It changed my life, really.
Yeah.
You can't do
In
something
what
like
manner,
that.
Brenda? Was it just seeing how other people live in that part of the country?
Definitely. We had a lot of exchange between the Inuit artists and ourselves, and myself with the other artists. We had a lot of exchange of ideas and
Right.
inspiration and ways of working. And the Parks Canada guides were so good to us. They just took such good care of us the whole
That's
time.
fabulous.
And I guess people will get a chance to see some of that work during the show as well.
That work is at the show. And I also did another residency in Puckasaw National Park on the north shore Lake Superior in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
I didn't bring any work from that experience, but it will be at the show.
And this
You
one
have
on
to
the
come
far
to the
left
show.
was the one, another piece from the Arctic adventure that you had as
Yes,
well, right?
this one is a musk ox. They're a mammal, an Arctic mammal that survived the last ice age.
It's crazy.
So meeting one of those is like seeing a dinosaur
No
to me.
kidding.
It's just amazing.
It's a
Absolutely
beautiful
amazing.
piece, yeah.
And because you grew up in Banff National Park, around Banff National Park, you're saying that, you know, it has really nothing on the water buffalo. You thought it would be bigger. You know, I don't have
weren't
anything to
intimidated.
compare it by. Maybe our elk would be even smaller by comparison. Brenda, thank you so much for
thanks a lot,
joining us
Brenda.
today.
Really
and
appreciate it.
we just want to remind everyone the Expressions of Art show is going to be happening Friday, October 11th, all the way to the 13th. It's taking place at the Carp Agricultural Hall at the Carp Fair. So go check it out. Coming up right now, we've got more from the band LRM, the lawyers that like to jam
That's
here on
right.
Daytime.